Welcome to another episode of Facilitation Tips with Maureen. Now, just say you are running a meeting and you want to get the participants' feedback. Well, sometimes what we often do, and even in presentations, people just stand up the front and open it to the floor. So what do you think? So they'll present something, like it might be something around, okay, we need to increase staff productivity. What do people think? Now, what happens in this circumstance often is that someone like me, who is quite loud and thinks quickly on the spot, not really a contemplator, I just, come up with an idea and like to be heard, if you haven't noticed, I will then be saying, oh, yes, oh, well, I think it's all about training. The staff need to be trained. Oh, yeah. And then we end up going off this tangent about staff training, when it really started off with productivity, and then you end up going somewhere where you hadn't planned to go because the one person has spoken up and then helped lead it in another direction. So a little tip to support that from not happening is I call it one too many. So what you do is you say, what I'd like people to do is to have a think and even jot down some ideas around this. And so you get them to do it first, so they get them to use their brain first and actually have a think about it. Then, this might not always be the case in meetings, but I'll even share with the person next to you, and between you come up with, the top two that you think you'd like to raise. Or just have a general discussion, the two of you, and it helps them articulate and get even clearer, and then you open it up to the group. So this can be really powerful because then you're hearing from all sorts of people and all sorts of ideas, not just the loud people like me, and it can help it's much more inclusive, and you're going to get better ideas because you're getting ideas from the whole group. So it's one too many is what I call it, and it can be really useful in meeting situations, but also in training facilitation situations. Because if you're in training facilitation situations and you're teaching them something, and then you say, okay, well, what's coming up for you, or what's resonating with you, or any questions or whatever, and then you get the same people putting up their hand, and then they tend to dominate it. So there's my facilitation tip of the day.